say you're on the side of the road, right?
Yep.
So first thing you gotta do, you gotta loosen this up before you jack it up. If you jack it up, then the tire will spin in the air.
Yep.
So you got here your braking mark. You want to try it, big man?
Come on.
You gotta loosen it first before you put the cap.
So remember, it said lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Uh-huh.
You gotta go
left on that thing.
You might want to push it around. Take it out.
Take it out.
And this part, try this way. You always want to go down. It's easier than going up. Okay.
Oh, Angel ain't changing nothing.
All right. Make sure it goes all the way in. Make sure you.
Come on, put some elbow grease in there, big dog. Yes, sir.
On this one? Okay. No. On this one, usually you have like the four-way. This was called a breaker bar.
Breaker bar.
One shot. So like it's, as far as like sports, you always the leverage is always, it's not how strong you are, it's how you use it. To make it easier. Well, one here. So it's easier to loosen it up. Yeah. Boom, you don't need that much. Right?
Come on, homie.
Now we get a flat tire on prom, you be able to.
He couldn't even take the girl home.
Make sure you don't put that spray on. There you go. So, the jack, you want to find a solid spot on the car. Usually it's okay to be a straight right on this car. That's where you want to put your floor jack at. Once it's there, then just pop them on up. Because the flag ain't gonna start where we're going to, you know? Once it starts in the air, no. Same thing.
Go ahead, Don.
I usually get like in a catcher position. You want to use your knee as leverage, so you can be tighter. So line up the holes, pick it up, boom. Then
come back on.
Put them on. You want to give it a shot.
I appreciate that, bro. Come on, I appreciate it. Y'all tell Octavio what's up and thank you.
Thank you. I know fellas are ready. Hopefully y'all get a fan in prom, you know? Job done.
So we just left my boy Octavio's shop. We're pulling up on Reggie McKizzy, who focuses on, dang, Siri? We're pulling up on Reggie McKizzy, who focuses on residential real estate and flipping homes. Down here, we still in Compton. I asked the boys, did they know what residential real estate? These fellas don't know nothing. But we about to find out. Residential real estate, so when you live in a residential real estate, that's where people live. Like, this is residence. Like, if you, a business, that's when they have these big old business, that's a business area. A residential area is where people live, like regular homes. So residential real estate is when you deal with like regular homes. Imani right now is in commercial real estate. So like, when you know how we have Sports Academy, that big old building, like those big buildings that's like industrial, that's a part of commercial real estate. That's industrial real estate. And then they have some that are, you know, when you see like apartment complexes, it's like 10, 15, 20, or 100 of them. That's also commercial real estate, because a little family not gonna live there. That's big stuff. Now, when like smaller homes, you know, like stuff that we live in, that's residential real estate. So this is obviously a residential house. Look how beat up it is. You find it for low. Got to get a loan, got to get approved. It's a bunch of like little steps in the process, but if you got all your stuff together and got a little savings, got a little money in the bank, you know, you find somebody that can help find these houses, then you got to, and he'll tell you more of the process. I haven't been through it yet. I'm interested in it. That's why I'm saving, so I can be able to do something like this. Get something for low, put some money into it, sell it for higher, put that thing in my pocket.
I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah, but like, yeah, ask all the questions, like, ask. Y'all can't learn nothing by seeing it and then you go home and then you got all these questions in your head. Be like, that's why we come here. Ask. Teach me a little something.
How's it going?
What up, big dog? Good morning.
Good morning.
Fellas, this is Reggie. Introduce yourself.
How's it going? Reggie. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So this it's a property I just got pretty much, and so for me, I do real estate as a whole. So we'll be checking out a couple properties. I'll show you guys what I'm getting done. Be careful with guys in there working. We'll be in and out, and then we'll come out and talk about it after. Let's go.
They didn't even know what residential real estate was.
Man, right now it's really rough, but we'll see a finished product house that I'm pretty much selling all today, so we'll be good. This one was a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. I'm gonna make it a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Really the reason why I'm doing that, so I can increase the value, so I can sell it for more, make more money on the back end. So this is the living room where we at. To the right here is gonna be the kitchen, and then sort of like the dining room. So I'm gonna show you guys where like the fridge and all that stuff is gonna go.
How much did...
This is one of the rooms that's pretty much gonna bring me the most value. So this is pretty much the master bedroom. This was a whole addition that they previously started. You got the master bedroom here, you got the master closet, and then you have what over here will be the master bathroom. In this area, with me trying to sell it at a high price, I want to put like good finishes in it, make it really top notch. Because I want to really get the maximum out of this area or out of this property. One thing about the neighborhood, this house, like this neighborhood, is what we call a farm. So basically you can have like horses and stuff in the area. This house you can't particularly, but the neighbors down the street can. So for me, that's what's gonna push my value up as high as I can.
Why? Because horses can be around. Why does that push the value up?
The city allows it basically. So the lots are big enough and the city basically approves you to have livestock, horses, just farm animals pretty much. So on the way out you may see like horses and stuff just being ridden around, but the lots are really, really big. We'll be able to see the backyard. This backyard is pretty big, but the ones that you can have horses on are probably twice the size. So that's literally like the neighbor's house, a couple houses down, you can do that.
How did you get into like doing this?
26 at the time right now. I'm 27 actually, but when I got into it, I was 19. And when I first started, pretty much I didn't know what I was doing. I was getting out of high school. I was 19 at the time. I had a full-time job. I was going to community college. I knew sports really wasn't a thing. I like playing basketball, but I'm not 6'2". I'm not, it wasn't going there. So I figured, hey, let me just focus on something real, something that's tangible. But then I got into real estate, and real estate kind of exposed my mind. I was able to see like what really people were doing with their money and how they can really make it work for them. But I just started flipping houses. So now, I mean, at the time, I pretty much just started selling houses. I learned how to sell real estate, learn the ins and outs, and then I started investing into it. And I like this side of it more than anything because I'm the boss.
How much did you need like on your first project?
In the beginning, I really didn't have the money. So it's not all about like, it's about money, yes, but you want to make sure you know
What you doing?
how to manipulate, add pieces to the puzzle that match. So I didn't have the money, but I knew how to do it. So I found somebody that had the money to partner up with, and then until I was able to really stack enough money myself and do it myself, that's when I took off and started doing it alone. And I still do partnerships. I still do investments and things like that with other people.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to be able to you got to use your brain. You got to think it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah, it's a lot out there for you to learn as you go. So you can see like, you can pick it up. YouTube University really is, that's the key right there.
For real.
When I buy the house, it takes me about 4 to 6 weeks to fix it all up. and then I gotta go through the motion of selling it. Usually I average about 3 to 4 months for me to buy it and sell it. But I usually evaluate a time for about 6 months, just in case something happens. The more I do it, the more efficient I get, the better I get at it, the more I can do, you know? So, but you never know, things do happen. Things do happen.
Do you snatch at your first buyer? Like, your first?
Nah, so you never take the first apple that come on a tree, if you will. Like, sometimes it could be good or look good, but you kind of want to, when I put it on the market, it's a marketing strategy, and I probably try to get as many people as interested as possible so I can boost the price up. And more importantly, I just take the best person, the best qualified buyer. I say selling houses is like, once you sell a property, it's like getting married to somebody for 30 days. You don't want that marriage to end sooner than what you want it to, because then you got to market it to somebody else, and that drives the value down sometimes. So you want to just make sure you get that best qualified person up front, no headaches, no issues, and then you can just sell it and go from there.
I'm an entrepreneur, I am an investor, an inventor, and my wife and I, we own a nonprofit called coolkids.org. And so the focus of our nonprofit is focused around enrichment, financial literacy enrichment for kids in underserved communities. These are some hardcore numbers to really amplify why we're doing what we do. So in white households, 61% of white households own stock, right? They own equity in a company. 61% of white households. If you look at black households, that number is 31%. 31% in black households. If you look at Hispanic households, it's 28%. So you guys can do the math. It's almost a twofold difference between Hispanic and black households that own stock versus white households. Write this down. There's 3 things that all wealthy people have. 3 things that they all have. They own equity and stocks. So they own stocks, they own real estate, and they own a business. Stocks, real estate, and business. Those are the things that really all of this stuff, there's nothing new under the sun, right? All of this stuff exists, and the keys are out there. You just need to know what the keys are, right? And so the reason that Phil and I are here is to really give you some of these things, because we're going to be giving you answers to questions you don't even have yet, right? So if you know the 3 things that wealthy folks have right now, just like, all right, when you get out of college, you need to have those 3 things, right?
Well, at first, bro, I was making like industry beats, and I wasn't working out, bro. You know what I mean? I was making like raw wave, feel me, little baby type beats, and I noticed, I'm like, well, I live in LA. You know what I'm saying? So LA, you gotta work where you at first and build up from there. So once I was like humble myself and worked with LA artists, that's when I noticed like one artist hits a, you feel me, it connects to a bigger artist. I was working with a small artist named his name was Speedy. I worked with him, and he introduced me to Rimble, but I didn't charge him. So in exchange, he put me in with Rimble. So that took me to a whole nother level. And then I met him, and then I met another big artist, and eventually I just went up, went up and up and up. So it's more about like certain artists you charge, and it's more artists that you know that are like plugged in. So that's how. So let me show y'all something.
I said, what were you doing right now?
Hi-hats. These are hi-hats. This is like rappers, they just flow, and this is like when they like rap, you know, when they like going in on the beat. This is when the hi-hats come in. made in less than like 10 minutes, bro, and then boom, there's a beat right there. And like when I was like 15, bro, I would be in my room making like 15 beats a day, bro. Now I'm making like 3, bro. Like yesterday I only made like 1. So it's like I don't be making as much now.
Just relaxing it. Just keep coming. Just keep coming. Introduce yourself, introduce your company, man. What you be on, what you be doing while we out here.
My name is Tim RAVARE. I run Baseball Generations. We do training for kids 8 through 18. We also do camps for college recruitment, and we also have a nonprofit called Baseball Generations Foundation, where we do some of those same things for free and provide educational resources and things like that. So pretty much in a nutshell what we do.
And we out here today is, you know, we can do football shit all the time. Football shit all day. I talk about being comfortable, being in uncomfortable situations. Some of us play baseball, some of us not. All of y'all weak at it. So we're gonna just see how to be able to pop up on. I'm the best out here.
That shit is hard. That shit is hard. You gotta watch that shit.
Hold on to that.
So I'm standing over here.
You ready? Come on. Oh! I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was. I knew that was gonna happen.
Hey, scoot back.
Come on. Come on.
Bend your knees.
Oh, hey, you getting there? You getting there? Come on, 2 more. 2 more.
Look at how he bite his lip.
How many did you get?
1 less than you.
You're pretty. That means your ass.
I got 1 less than you.
1 less than me is 0, which sucks. That sucks.
Which means you suck.
Sucks ass.
You gonna look at his feelings? You ain't your feelings, bro?
I'm sucks. Junior and you're sucks.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Not really, because I got 1.
Oh, there you go.
That's not grass.
What do you feel like was your best decision so far? Or really, advice that you would tell yourself right now when you first started this that maybe could even help your process be smoother, faster, better, or anything like that?
So if I would have
What would you tell your young self that was going to start Baseball Generations?
I would have told my young self that no matter how fast you go, make sure you stay organized, because that's just going to make everything smooth, all right? So that's the most basic advice I would give myself. I mean, I'll give myself some other clues too, but that's just like, you know, 2020, everybody sees 2020 in hindsight. But just staying organized, like, you know, even when it comes to like stuff that you don't think matters too much, like your working area, like when you guys start running business, if you ever do, like your taxes, where you spending your money, make sure you got equipment, all that type of stuff. make sure your LLC, your nonprofit, everything is completely perfect. That's probably the best advice I give myself. So that's it.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Man, no problem, man. No problem.
Got y'all some shit.
Good job, man. Good job. Yeah, I got y'all some stuff, man. Got y'all some stuff. Hope y'all like it.
Who won the baseball?
Wait,
Who won?
oh, me. You know.
You want to pitch it, how to do it, you already know.
You won the pitching battle?
Hell yeah.
Nah, what'd you
I
win?
didn't win nothing but some knowledge. More knowledge. There you go. Knowledge.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Molly Superb. Brought to you by Superb Sportswear out of Los Angeles, California. We specialize in everything from the top to the bottom in sportswear. Angel? Molly.
Don.
Don?
Dominic.
Dominic. Molly.
Malachi.
Malachi, what's up, bro? Well, double Molly. I'm Big Molly. You Big Molly? I'm Big Molly. What position you play, bro?
I played guard.
Guard?
On offense and then on DT.
Offensive guard and DT?
Defense tackle. DD.
DT?
DND tackle.
DND tackles. Everybody in the foot and hands in the dirt. Y'all stink too, dog. Oh man, y'all stink. Gloves stink. Y'all always smelly and ugh. I fuck with y'all now. Y'all my niggas though. All right, so my name is Molly. Superb. I'm an athlete just like y'all. I want this. I don't know how long we supposed to be here, Nico. Talking. I want this to be like a super chill situation, bro. Like I know I've heard a little bit about y'all day, what Nico had y'all getting into, and what he has set up for y'all is something that is amazing because it's something that I wished I had when I was y'all age. You feel me? But I want this section of the day to be super just chill, relax, us getting to know each other. But at the end of the day, I'm just like y'all. I've been everywhere that you guys are trying to get to at the highest level. You feel me? So at this point, I would assume that you guys are on a good path to get to where you want to be, correct? And you got good people behind you that support you, that's going to want to maintain you getting to where you want to be successful, right? So right now, I just want to be somebody to answer all the questions that you have that's cracking in your head, that people might not realize that you really have questions about. I could tell you all this shit, but this shit is like whatever. Like, if you have questions about that, I'll answer that. But for the most part, like, I really want to answer questions about how you're really feeling as an athlete that's about to get into some shit that's really popping, and there's a bunch of new shit that's about to happen, and like, not a lot of people are like telling you like the solid side of it. Oh yeah, go to school, make sure you get and like ask real questions. So that's really what I really want to be here for. I could talk for 30 minutes, 40 minutes about what I do, but I don't think it really suit that for you guys more than it would be for me to be a vessel to give you guys answers that would really help you when you leave here, really help you when you leave here, and really help you when you leave here. You feel me? So let's just chop it up like that, bro. What schools are looking at you?
I ain't got no.
You don't got no schools looking at you?
No.
You got schools looking at you?
I'm committed to Cal right now.
What's up?
I'm committed to Cal right
You're
now.
committed to Cal right now.
Got a couple and just got one offer.
You got one offer? What grade are you in?
Senior.
All y'all are seniors, right?
Yeah.
All right, bet. So what you want to know? You want to know how to get some schools looking at you? What you want to know? And ask me any questions. Let's keep it chill.
How is it like, you know, to hitting up a coach?
Or you want to go ahead?
Like hitting up a coach?
Hitting up a coach, I wouldn't tell you to hit up a coach. I would tell you right now, do you have a season to play?
Yeah.
You got to go up because this is your senior season. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Somebody should have been talking to you as a junior if it was really lined up, right? So you play what position again?
Play guard and then D2.
You got to pick one.
Yeah.
Now, because now you're at the end of the line. So right now you got to go into your season and being like, hey, coach, I'm lining up on this side of the ball. I'm not fucking with this because I need to get somebody to come talk to me at this position. So I would tell you that would be the first thing to do to get a coach to come holler at you is solidify yourself at a position, and you got to lock the fuck in.
What's up, guys? My name is Arthur. I'm from Las Vegas. I live in LA now. I own a company called Stock Unlocked. We teach people how to trade. I've known Nico for a few years. Worked with him in the last last one we did in 2019. A little bit of background on me. I used to live in Las Vegas, moved out to here only a year ago. I trade stocks and crypto full time, and I also teach people how to do it in a Discord. So anyone here heard of Doge? Yeah. You guys ever bought Doge before? None of y'all? Yeah. I bought Doge in 2016. I bought a ton of it. I sold it all in 2017. I made nothing. If I held it all, I would not be here. I would have had crazy money. So yeah, I started trading crypto in 2016. That first got me into investing. And I liked crypto a lot because I didn't have much to work with at the time. And it helped me find stuff for pretty cheap that gave me some pretty good gains. Versus stocks, you know, I'd have to have quite a bit of capital to really make any good trades.
I don't even think they know what capital means.
Capital like funds.
You know what capital means?
Funds. Money, cash.
People are saying like real estate and stocks when they say like they need
capital.
They talking about like having money, like money in the bank, cash, shit like that.
So at the time I was trading stocks, was getting into that. I was running my businesses on the side, so the stock market was open from 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. here on the West Coast. So I was up at 5. I was trading at 6:30. Once the stock market ended at 1, I'd have to work on my other work, but I hated that work. But I did it because it worked, because it was easy, and it gave me a check. But I hated it. As the years went on, I kind of found my own strategies. I'd go online, I'd YouTube, I'd go on Wall Street Bets before Wall Street Bets was big. So what I learned to do was look at stocks that were pharmaceutical stocks, and when they had FDA trials coming up, 9 out of 10 times those stocks would like run up 2 weeks prior. So let's say there's an FDA trial coming up on a stock in about 2 weeks. If you buy now, very high chance that that stock runs up. But question? So if I'm buying here, what would tell me to get out of the trade is pretty simple, is when the candle gets below and opens up below the lines. So that would tell me that I need to exit, but that hasn't happened here. So if this is bullish, because it's over the lines, bullish mean that it'll go up. Below the lines, it's bearish. So let's keep it simple, right? Yeah, go ahead.
We came up with the concept, the idea, just everything about NEXX. In this world, it's all about like what you want. You know, be the person that you want to be, and others will come around you. You know, so if you want to be like, example, I'm trying to switch up the subjects just so we can touch on different subjects. But a great construction worker, right? To be a great construction worker, you're gonna have to know like how everything goes, right? Like engineering, let's go more detailed. Like an engineer, you're gonna have to know a lot of stuff, but you're gonna have to be passionate about it. Because one of my friends, he's becoming an engineer, and I see the stuff he has to do for school. I'm like, bro, get that out of my face. Like, woo, my brain just blew up just looking at that. But you gotta be passionate about what you do. So if you want to be a great engineer, like what does a great engineer gotta know? Like obviously he gotta know his stuff, but then after like how to properly explain things to the people he's working with, right? Because they're like, hey, I need this build like this, it's critical, this is 90 degrees, this is 70 degrees, a lot of different details. So whatever you want to do, just like in your head picture like I want to be this, and then what's the best version of this, and then start changing yourself to be that. Because you can't get to where you want to get without putting in the work. We all know that. So you really need to work towards anything you want in life. You're always going to have roadblocks. So my first initial thing was to do this for my father. And then when I started to do it, I noticed I had a passion for it. Like, I really love food. A lot of us love food, right? But like, you ask all my friends, like, they'll be like, they come ask me like, yo, where's the bomb, like, sub spot, like, you know, like to eat a sandwich or a burger, and they come to me to get food suggestions, so I clearly love food. So I started to learn that I love food a lot. And then as I started to do it, I noticed like 3 months in, I was really good at it. Like my brain was just firing. Like I created that burger method, you know, some rules, some training processes. Like I was just, whoo. Like my dad at one point's like, dude, you're creating. How are you gonna keep up with it? I was like, don't worry, I got that, you know? So I just kept going. And then I wanna say about a year in, like I noticed like, dude, like this is meant for me. Like I'm doing so much good stuff in the year that I've opened this company. I love it, I'm passionate about it. Like this is really for me.
Y'all, Malachi here, ending the Nico Trenches retreat. My favorite part about this whole trip was definitely the first day, meeting with Reggie and going through all the houses and seeing what he does, flipping houses and just learning about real estate. And honestly, he gave me a lot of information that I wanted to know about and what I needed to know about real estate and how I can improve what I want to do. And I just want to thank Nico for this opportunity, for having us. And thank you, Imani, for doing this for us as well too. And next time we should go out of state for sure. Thank you.
I'm Dominic Williams. My favorite part of Nico Trenches retreat was we took a boat out in Newport Beach. Nico allowed me to drive the boat. What I learned from the most was the cryptocurrency and how to invest in money and invest in stocks. I just want to say thank you to everybody that allowed Nico to do this and put this stuff together. And what I would like to do next would be learn about amusement parks and how they put that together.
St. Salguero, I learned a lot of new things. What I liked was the crypto and stocks, and I learned a lot. And then also about the financial. It helps me like secure my money more and keep it more in my pocket. And I had fun on the trip, mainly going on the pool and all that. And then I'd like to thank everybody who was behind all this. And yeah.